What we've been waiting for is here. As Travis Kelce was ready to play the Buffalo Bills in the AFC Championship, Kylie Kelce provided Taylor Swift some insightful and timely advice. Fans were ecstatic at the message Kylie delivered Taylor, drawing on her years of experience as an NFLW. As the NFL playoffs approach their conclusion, Kylie Kelce has provided a list of the best advice for being a good sports spouse. Being a huge sports fan herself and married to Philadelphia Eagles icon Jason since 2008, Kelce provided her listeners some golden guidelines to abide by throughout the season's peak. The conference championship games are scheduled on Sunday, marking the concluding round of the NFL playoffs. Before her brother-in-law, Travis, and the Kansas City Chiefs face the Buffalo Bills, Kelce's favorite Eagles play the Washington Commanders. The victors of those two games will then face each other in the Super Bowl on February 9th in New Orleans. Kylie outlined some guidelines for individuals who are new to sports fandom to go by in the coming weeks on the most recent episode of her wildly popular podcast. For NFL fans, the playoffs are an emotional time, she remarked. Recognize that your spouse will be thinking about the team a lot before and after the game. They will have to psychologically prepare for everything that could happen before the game, and they will have to watch highlights at maximum volume at 6 a.m. after the game. Second, they should not challenge their superstitions. We know we're being irrational, but whatever gets us that win, that's what we're doing, she continued. Kelce also suggested never reminding your spouse that it's only a game and giving them time to mourn if their side loses. Additionally, she emphasized that a victory or defeat may significantly impact how your household spends the next 24 to 48 hours. I know that this all sounds a little unconventional, Kelce said in closing, but you just need to be supportive. Therefore, I advise playing along or genuinely taking the day off rather than calling out our illness. Give yourself the opportunity to do something you enjoy. You should leave the house, but if you and your spouse will be in the same area, you should be there and helpful. Despite her father's doubts, Kylie recently disclosed how her husband Jason answered all of her queries when he first met her parents. In 2014, when Jason was just starting out with the Eagles and Kylie was still in college, the two met on a dating app. The 32-year-old described how her now husband was flawless when he first met her parents. Asked by a fan, Jason first met my family at my aunt's house in Northeast Philadelphia, Kylie said. I extended an invitation to him because my family always has an open-door policy for whoever wants to come, and I thought for sure that he would say no, and then he didn't. He arrived, and he ended up with them in an above-ground pool in front of my aunts, she said. He truly made a great first impression. According to my relatives, he was entertaining. He was really kind, and my dad was less concerned that I was seeing a professional athlete since, well, they don't have a very good reputation. Although Baron Corbin, a lifetime Kansas City Chiefs supporter, was taken aback when he saw Taylor Swift in her boyfriend Travis Kelce's game day suite. Travis and I became close friends. On the Thursday, January 23rd episode of the Insight with Chris Van Vliet podcast, Corbin, 40, a former WWE wrestler, stated that he and Kelce met at a local charity event called Big Slick KC. He says, "Come to a game, yo. Stay in my suite, and I'll buy you a game." I own a suite there, he says. In 2024, Kelce, 35, finally accepted Corbin's offer to go to a game with his brother and uncle. Corbin's true name is Tom Pestock. So, we went, and they took us up to the suite, and then either my uncle or my brother was like, I wonder if Taylor's going to be here. And as they say it, she was walking into the room, Corbin said. My brother's freaking a little bit, and she walks right up to everybody, gives them a hug, and gave us a hug like it was like you were instantly family, said Corbin. Swift, 35, began dating Chiefs tight end Kelce in the summer of 2023, just before she began going to his football games. Her presence has frequently caused a stir online, at road games, and at home's Arrowhead Stadium. It was crazy because I felt like I was in a fishbowl, and I wanted out of the suite, Corbin said. Just crowds of people snapping photos of Taylor and her existence is all that is happening. That is unlike anyone I've ever encountered. The scale is different. Because you were positioned behind her, you thought that everyone in the stadium was looking at you. Even with Swifties chaos, Corbin thought the pop sensation was super dope and super humble. He remembered on Thursday, I had conversations with her, pointing out that Swift was not accompanied by a sizable staff. She entered without an entourage, maybe accompanied by her security guard. It's all Kelce's home and high school friends. They're all really awesome. None of them have egos, and they are all modest. However, Taylor is very awesome. Corbin and his family were also invited to Swift and Kelce's combined holiday celebration following the game. Travis threw a little Christmas party, and we hung out, Corbin stated. She was really awesome. She is a normal person, incredibly talented, and the most powerful person in the world at the moment. She writes everything herself. Seeing someone like that is really refreshing. Swift has also been open about her support for her boyfriend's NFL accomplishments. She most recently went to see Kelce during his divisional playoff game on January 19th. I'm going to watch him do what he likes when you declare that a relationship is public. We're supporting one another. In a 2023 profile, she said to Tom, "We don't care that other people are there. The opposite of that is you have to go to an extreme amount of effort to make sure no one knows that you're seeing someone, and we're just proud of each other." Naturally, Corbin wasn't the only person who found Taylor impressive. There are many similarities between Travis Kelce and Dante Hall. In addition to being Chiefs legends, the two are also major Taylor Swift fans. This week, the human joystick declared that he now considers himself a Swiftie after seeing the pop artist during one of Kansas City's recent games. "That wasn't always the case," Hall said to us. "I simply didn't enjoy her songs." However, everything changed when she treated him during their meeting at Arrowhead Stadium. Regarding Kelce's partner, the former wideout remarked, "She is so down to earth. She's really funny, incredibly gregarious, and an amazing person. Being the most popular person on earth, being so modest, and being so grounded, I left as the epitome of Swiftie. Now I'm a Swiftie," he said. As a result of her connection with Travis Kelce of the Kansas City Chiefs, Taylor Swift has received recognition for both her effect on music and NFL culture. Swifties and Kelce supporters welcomed her new NFL era after Swift was seen at a Chiefs game at Arrowhead Stadium in 2023, openly revealing their romance. Charles Rosado, star of Wags to Riches, also praised the artist in an exclusive interview, highlighting the trend. Rosado argues that by highlighting women who support their athletic spouses, the Bad Blood hitmaker positively influenced WAG culture. "I love giving Taylor Swift as an example," Rosado stated. Her continued, "Ever since she and Kelce started dating, it changed the outlook of what a WAG is, and it just has been becoming better and better." Rosado, the ex-fiancée of former NFL star Chad Okosinko-Johnson, also highlighted the growing visibility of WAGs in the public sphere. "You're now starting to see more wives and girlfriends doing things together, being out there more, and showing that it's not just about the athlete anymore," said the 37-year-old. "It's now showcasing the women in the spotlight just as much as their husbands." In addition to Swift, the emphasis has also been on another WAG, Kristen Juszczyk, who is the wife of San Francisco 49ers player Kyle Juszczyk. In fact, she recently introduced Off-Season, a clothing line with an NFL theme. In a similar vein, Jason Kelce's wife, Kylie Kelce, has been establishing herself in the public eye with her podcast. "I won't lie.